your product on TikTok. Like I have never seen an opportunity like this. You could literally start right now with no capital, find a product that's selling, go to fastmoss.com, look at the top selling products, sign up as an affiliate for that program through TikTok affiliate, start making videos promoting that product with your iPhone for free, and start earning commissions immediately.
Wherever you guys are watching this show, I would truly appreciate it if you follow or subscribe. It helps a lot with the algorithm. It helps us get bigger and better guests, and it helps us grow the team. Truly means a lot. Thank you guys for supporting, and here's the episode. All right, we are back, guys. We're learning TikTok shop here today. We got Weston Corica here in the building, all the way from San Diego.
What's going on, man?
Not much.
Thanks for having me. I'm really pumped to be on here and talk about some e-commerce, some TikTok shop, money, whatever we're talking about.
Yeah,
so
dude.
I'm pretty pumped.
I'm excited because from a user standpoint, just shopping on TikTok, it's so easy.
Yeah.
And it's super innovative. I feel like shopping is just like more personal now.
It really is. I mean, we have now entered into kind of the era of social commerce, right? So normally, like back in the day, it'd be like you're shopping on Amazon. All you have basically is a one-sided experience where you get to read customer reviews, you get to read kind of the product listing and whatnot, and you have to kind of make a buying decision. Now with TikTok Shop, there's other creators and other people that are like making content about the product that are so much more trustworthy that it's now kind of a two-sided experience. You know, you get feedback from not only, you get to read the listing and, see what the seller has to say, but you now can see what other affiliate creators are saying. So it's just such a better experience, not only for, the end customer, but also for the brand owners as well, because they get that, affiliate marketing, that social proof that's needed to, make a lot of sales.
Absolutely. Yeah. I feel like it was necessary in the development of e-commerce because e-commerce was getting a bit kind of stale, you know what I mean? Just like a landing page and felt outdated.
For sure. And I mean, also too, what TikTok has done a fantastic job of doing is they have created a flywheel. So I have never seen something like this before, but literally they have created a flywheel to where they have content creators come into their platform, they put out content marketing products, right? Which is good for not only the brand, so now you have free traffic for the brand, so now brands come to the platform, and ultimately also when you have the best brands, the best creators, the customer is going to get the best experience. So they've really created a flywheel that really markets itself, which is why TikTok Shop will be, I think, even bigger than Amazon, just because it has that flywheel of growth, which is kind of that new affiliate creator model.
Wow, bigger than Amazon. I think so. That would be crazy.
Yeah, I mean, Amazon's still, gonna absolutely crush it, but they don't have that marketing flywheel. They don't have that virality factor that TikTok has, right? So TikTok has literally basically created a huge social media platform where you get tons of views, there's tons of traffic there, and they have now morphed it and monetized it into an e-commerce platform that's directly competing with Amazon, which is wild.
Yeah.
They're also launching TikTok fulfillment as well, to where you're gonna be able to get your orders kind of like it's Amazon Prime.
Oh, wow.
So TikTok is an absolute behemoth that people really need to start paying attention to.
Yeah, and they give good like coupons and discounts. I ordered a bunch of stuff and it was super cheap, honestly.
Yeah, they're subsidizing the hell out of the platform right now.
Yeah, to gain users.
Oh yeah, like during the holidays, they were giving like 40% off coupons to all kinds of.
Here you go.
Yeah, like literally giving money away, and we're making the money. So they're actually paying us to sell on the platform.
What?
As wild as that is. Well, they're giving the customer 40% off, but we're getting 100% of the value,
so
right?
Does
that make sense? They're subsidizing us.
Wow. So
Yeah.
you're just printing money.
Basically.
You're still getting the full price, even though it's 40% off.
Correct.
That is cool.
So I don't think that's going to be around for long. Now they're also increasing their platform fee. So the platform fee was 2% plus 30 cents each order, and now they just bumped it up to 8%. So they're like they're going to corner the market. They're going to draw in all the traffic, all the customers, all the affiliates, all the sellers, and they're going to raise the price just like most companies would do in their situation. Like they got to make money.
Jump.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So what type of products or industries are working well for you right now?
Yeah, so on TikTok Shop, I mean, the best way to, if you want to make money on TikTok Shop, the best way to do it is you first need to use a tool called fastmoss.com. Fastmoss.com is just a software that shows you all the top creators, all the top products, how much money they're making, right? So if you just go to their dashboard, they'll show you all the top products, but the best products, the best
Shout out to today's sponsor, Factor. Factor's got delicious, ready-to-eat meals that make eating better every single day. Wherever tomorrow takes you, be ready with pre-prepared, chef-crafted, and dietitian-approved meals. Guys, they got over 35 different options a week, so you could definitely find something you like. They got vegan, they got keto, they got veggie, they got a lot of meat, whatever you guys are in the mood for. They got 2-minute meals, fuel up fast, they're restaurant quality. All you gotta do is heat them up. You don't gotta do anything else, no cooking, none of that. They also got snacks, smoothies, and more, and they got a wide variety of easy options for the day, like breakfast, midday bites, and more. They've done the math, guys. This is actually less expensive than takeout, and all their meals, like I said earlier, are dietitian approved, so they're nutritious and delicious. It's the perfect solution if you're looking for fast meals. It's flexible for your schedule. You could choose between 6 to 18 meals per week. No prep, guys. Definitely check it out. factormeals.com/DSH50 for 50% off your order. That's a big discount, guys. factormeals.com/DSH50. Check them out.
Best niches on TikTok right now are beauty, health, clothing, and electronics. I mean, it's just pretty standard stuff. I've seen disgusting numbers from a few sellers. Like on Black Friday, shout out to this brand called Rise. I don't know if you've seen them. They sell the energy drinks and the protein powders and whatnot. You know, we saw them via Fastmoss, like the data. They did like over $2 million in one day on Black Friday, which is just, it's wild, you know, for a brand that's kind of a startup, that's not, you know, a big name brand yet. Like I wasn't actually familiar with Rise before I saw them on TikTok. But they did, I was looking at their numbers and watching them. They did over $2 million in one day on Black Friday on TikTok.
Insane.
So shout out to those guys. You guys are.
I wonder how they're calculating those numbers.
I think that your seller account actually shares data with TikTok via the API, and then these softwares can just pull that data. And so they show all the creator, the affiliate creator data, as well as the seller data. So that's why like the Fastmoss tool is like literally the best analytics.
I'm gonna check that out. That's cool.
You should definitely check it out.
These affiliates must be making money too.
They're making racks. They're making racks.
Yeah,
like I have never seen an opportunity like this where you could literally start an online business with your iPhone and no capital and start making content and making videos for other companies that are providing all the products, all the inventory, etc., and just make commissions on marketing your product on TikTok. Like I have never seen an opportunity like this. You could literally start right now with no capital, find a product that's selling, go to fastmoss.com, look at the top selling products, sign up as an affiliate for that program through TikTok affiliate, start making videos promoting that product with your iPhone for free, and start earning commissions immediately, right? That's why whenever I see, whenever somebody asks me like, how should I get started in e-commerce? I always tell them, you need to get started with the least amount of risk. Because that's the biggest mistake people make when they're starting their business, right? They think that they need to invest all this money in inventory. That's like their biggest mistake, is that people always want to invest money and like go balls to the wall right in the beginning when they don't even know how to market stuff.
Yeah.
Right? So when you're starting an e-commerce business, you don't know what you're doing yet. So the best way to start is by using OPM. And today, the best way to use OPM is to just piggyback on top of these brands that are on TikTok and sell their products. And just make commissions, because you don't need to invest in inventory. They've already provided it for you.
Exactly, yeah, because you've done over 9 figures and that was all self-funded, right?
Right, so a little bit of background on us. We actually started in 2014. I started selling t-shirts. And
that's how everyone starts.
Right, and like, so when I was in high school, I was like following this guy named Nicky Diamonds. You're probably familiar with that guy. And he had like the Ferrari, he had the Rolls, he was super popular, he was crushing it on Instagram. And I was like, that guy's man. Like I want to be like that guy. And that's kind of what my 17-year-old brain was thinking. And then I graduated high school, and then I met my business partner, who was actually a good friend of mine from middle school, but we kind of rekindled our relationship after I graduated high school. And I was like, dude, I want to start a business. So we started a t-shirt business, sold 4 shirts, and didn't know what the hell we were doing, right? And I realized that I knew nothing, basically. I didn't know how to market, didn't know how to sell. I just basically knew how to make designs on my computer and like put them on a t-shirt. That was the...
Are you interested in coming on the Digital Social Hour podcast as a guest? Well, click the application link below in the description of this video. We are always looking for cool stories, cool entrepreneurs to talk to about business and life. Click the application link below, and here's the episode, guys.
The length of, that was the depth of my skill set, if that makes sense, you know? So after that though, we realized that we needed to use these other platforms because they have all the traffic. So when you don't know how to market things, and you don't know how to like build a website, you don't know how to like build an offer yourself, what you can do is you could use other platforms that were created that have all the customers already, right? So we actually started on eBay, and we started basically buying products from Alibaba, China, and just listing them on eBay and selling them on eBay. We also were listing them on OfferUp, if you're familiar with that, and Mercari, and that's kind of how we got into the e-commerce side of things. We went from t-shirts to that. And our first big product where I really knew that e-commerce was, a huge opportunity was we actually hit the hoverboard trend really hard, where we saw that like Young Thug was posting videos of him on a hoverboard. We're like, this is gonna blow up, right? And so what we did was basically started drop shipping hoverboards on eBay. So I actually got my dad's eBay account
because you weren't 18.
Because I was young and I like didn't have any sort of I had nothing.
You couldn't even
have a
sign up for
freaking bank
PayPal.
account, dude. Like I had literally nothing, but I was like, Dad, I want to make money. He didn't even really sell on there. He just had an open account. So what did we start doing? All we did was saw that their hoverboards were selling. It was like a big market. All we did was make listings on eBay and just list the products. And we started selling like 3 hoverboards a day, 5 hoverboards.
And you were
a day,
drop shipping?
10 hoverboards a day, and we didn't even have the inventory.
Right.
And so we were like panicked. We're like, we need to go get inventory. So we just went to Alibaba. And we just messaged all the suppliers and we're like, hey, we need you to like literally get the product and ship it to these customers. And anyways, I was, I think, a sophomore in college at the time at this point. And I remember being in summer school class because I was behind on credits, and I was just looking at my eBay account. It was just dinging off sales. And I was like, holy dude, like I just made like $3,000 like sitting in my class and I don't even have the inventory, right? So that's kind of what got us into e-commerce, and that's kind of where I got, our original bankroll. And, we can go on and on the story and everything, but we basically started with $0, and we were able to just get through, launching new products, learning every single time that we did something, and just rolled all the profits back into the business. And basically, have been able to scale it to where we are now.
Yeah, you're doing 8 figures a month now, right?
Close to it.
That is insane, dude.
Yeah.
Is that mainly TikTok Shop, or is it?
Yeah, it's a lot through TikTok Shop, Amazon, Shopify, and Walmart. So we're basically all e-commerce related. And we plan on hopefully going into retail in the next year or two, but retail is a whole nother animal, man.
Yeah, because then you're dealing with net 180.
Yeah, like the actual financing is hammered.
Yeah.
And the retailers also, they want to squeeze you. They want to squeeze you hard for the profit margins. And they also want to squeeze you on the payment terms. They want to squeeze you on the distro. So for example, if like we are absolutely smashing it on TikTok, let's just say, and our product goes viral and we need to get more inventory, they will say no, like they need the inventory.
Right.
And so then you have way less flexibility when we're going to be making way more money on TikTok. So it doesn't really make sense, at this juncture to go retail because of how hard they squeeze you. Like there's no reason, like the e-commerce, traffic and just the growth that we're seeing is so crazy that it just dwarfs everything else.
Yeah,
right?
that makes sense. In terms of finding the creators on TikTok to partner with, do they do that for you, or are you manually outreaching?
Both.
Okay.
So there's basically, if you want to get started with affiliate marketing as a brand on TikTok Shop, there's 2 ways to do it. One is you need to start marketing your own product first, right? So if you get views and you start making sales, affiliates will pick you up. They're going to see that you're making sales and they're like, oh, like I can make money with this product too, because you're pumping out views, you're making sales, you're successful, right? And organically, affiliates will see that and they'll pick up your product and they will start marketing it. And then when they get views and they get sales, other affiliates will see them and it just snowballs, man. And the second one is you can just do guerrilla marketing outreach, direct outreach to all the affiliates that you possibly can on TikTok, and that also works. It's just a very manual process, and some of the affiliates, they kind of just see through that. They're like, this is like, I don't want to, why should I work with this company? They're brand new. So I would say that just the best option is like be successful yourself, and all the affiliates will see that you're successful and they'll hop on and they'll make you go viral.
Yeah, that's way easier than manually starting from scratch, probably.
Yeah, like I mean, you should do both, but like the name of the game is like once you're successful, it's like it's a bell curve, right? I'm sorry, not a bell curve. It's a hockey stick, right? So you show that you're successful, affiliates pick it up, and then they're successful, and more affiliates hop on, and literally you will go viral.
Yeah.
Like because everyone now is trying to make money with your brand. It's like literally the best thing ever. when you wake up and 100 creators have made a video marketing your product today and you have done nothing. You just wake up and
that must feel nice.
It feels great. You know, it's like, 87 videos were posted today and like literally like 4 million views and thousands of sales and you didn't do anything.
Wow.
All you did was made a successful product,
Yeah.
you know, and then just started the process. And then they all bandwagon on top of that success, you know.
I really like the way TikTok does it because it doesn't feel like an ad. It feels authentic.
Right. And that's how it should be. It should be literally an affiliate creator giving their potential viewer their 2 cents.
Yeah.
Like a product that could be like user generated content, like product reviews, maybe some videos that are like why you shouldn't take this product or use this product, why you should, blah, blah, blah. There's so many different ways to do it. And then nowadays with AI, like literally, I think the best way to start a 7-figure online business right now is through leveraging AI and TikTok Shop. You can literally use ChatGPT to write the scripts. You can use DALL-E or Midjourney to create images, and you can use CapCut to just make the videos.
Wow.
Right? And you can just be marketing other people's products without showing your face and earn commissions.
That's cool. A lot of people are shy, so.
Right, and like, so if you don't want to show your face, that's the best way to do it. You know, and there's tons of videos on TikTok, and I'm sure you've probably seen them too, where it's like the 11 Labs voiceovers.
Oh, that guy?
That's Adam, right? From 11 Labs.
Time.
That's the name of the game, right? Write the script with ChatGPT, make the images with Midjourney and DALL-E, and use 11 Labs as the voiceover, and then edit it all together in CapCut, post the video marketing the product, man. It's like that simple.
That's
like,
cool.
It's insane.
Do you prefer starting these brands from scratch, or are you looking, because you're at a high level now, are you acquiring any brands?
Yeah, so my company, like in the past, right, all we have done is basically build brands. But in the last year, we have started to actually partner with what we call our brand partners, which is any brand anywhere from 500K or even more per year that already has some experience, some success under their belt. We will partner with you and give you our systems to scale from 500K per year to 5 million, 50 million, whatever it is that, you know, we could possibly do with you, right? Like obviously not all brands will be able to be scaled. There's if you're in a smaller niche, obviously, you know, you can't scale that high, right? But in the health, beauty, pet space, like the potential market share is huge. So so basically my company is called Webstone, and there's 3 different ways that you could work with us. Number 1 is you can partner with us as an affiliate. So we have tons of products, we have tons of brands, and so if you just DM me, I can show you how to do affiliate marketing. I will give you the products to market, and you know, we can make money together that way. And it's a win-win for me and you, because not only are you making money, but I'm making money, right? The second way is through brand partnerships, where if you have an e-commerce brand doing anywhere from 500K to $1 million or more per year, we'll partner with you. We'll help you research and develop products. We'll plug you into our affiliate network. We'll blow you up, right? And so the third way is through if you want to work for us, right? So we're always needing talent. We need video editors. We need copywriters. We need lawyers. Like we need basically everything, you know? So that's basically the three different ways that you can work with us now. But the brand partnerships is honestly the worst way in my opinion, because it does require the most work, the most risk, the most capital.
Yeah.
The best way to make money online right now is literally affiliate marketing.
I feel that.
There's no other better way.
I've made millions off it. It's so easy.
It is.
I mean, if you have a built-in following, especially, it's easier.
For
From
sure.
someone with followers. But like, dude, if the product or offer is good, you're just putting a link.
1,000%.
Like, it's not that hard.
That is the name of the game, is having the best product and the best offer, because if you have the best of the best, the product and the offer sells itself.
Yeah, for sure.
And so then as the affiliate, your job is so easy. You just have to run traffic to this beautiful offer that already converts for you, and you just basically show it to the world and make commissions. You know, that's like best case scenario. Now, if you're running a offer, you can still make money, but it's way less fun and way less profitable.
Way harder.
Way harder.
And that's what happened to me at first. I was promoting weird stuff, but now that I really dialed in on the offer side, it's easy.
Oh yeah. And that's like the biggest headache for affiliate marketers, is not having the right offer. Because like then you're just like failing, and you don't think it doesn't work.
It turns you
like,
off.
It's literally just like that one offer, that one product that you pick up and it does well for you, it will change your life.
Absolutely.
For real.
Yeah, that happened to me last year, man, when I had that first good offer.
Nice.
So you mentioned at 17 you had no skills.
Yeah.
What are some skills you'd recommend people develop to earn 6 to 7 figures?
Yeah, I think the top 3 7-figure skills that will just like push you over that hump from just being kind of an average person to a high level performer. Number 1 is sales. I have never met anyone that can sell stuff that is broke, that is not successful, right? So a funny little more background on us is that in the beginning, when we were still figuring out our e-commerce business, like I told you, we had lots of failures. Like even though we hit hoverboards hard, we hit fidget spinners really hard, we did really well, right? But hitting trends versus building a real business is such a different thing.
Yeah.
Like it's so easy to hit trends if you like are in that style, in that business, right? Like you see it coming and you're there. It's a timing thing and the money will flow to you, right? But building a real business is hard without the trends, right? So we actually failed so many different times when we were first starting that we actually, we knew what we were doing, but due to our failures, we had no capital because we had invested in these certain products and they failed, and there went our money, there went our profits, right? So we actually started a consulting business on the side to help other sellers launch their brands, market their products, do whatever, that they needed to do to be successful, right? And in order to get clients, what did we have to do? We had to sell.
Right.
So that's the number 1 skill. And I'm selling right now. Like I'm selling you guys on myself, my business. I'm selling you guys on TikTok Shop. And so if you can't sell, you're really putting yourself at a disadvantage. And I think the second one, as funny as this is, the second one is going to be self-discipline. There's no other, there's no other way around it, right? Because if you cannot control yourself, then you can't lead others. And if you can't lead others, how are you going to build a super successful, a big company? No one's going to believe in you. No one's going to follow you. Everyone's going to think that you're full of shit, right? So if you can't figure out, if you can't control what you put in your mouth and how you condition your body and how you maintain your physique and your health, if you can't lead yourself, you can't lead others. So that's the second one. The third one that has maybe not will work for everybody. The third one that has made me a ton of money is learning how to run ads. And that's simple as that, right? So, and the funny thing about that is that it's not just the ads. It all starts with the product.
Yeah.
So if you are running ads at a terrible product, even though you know how to run ads, you're going to lose money.
Yep.
So I would say number 3 is learning how to run ads, but it all goes back to the product. So actually I would say number 3 is learning how to develop a fantastic product / offer, which is kind of one and the same.
Yeah.
Right? So number 3 is developing the best possible offer and the best possible product and then advertising that product.
Yeah.
And once you have the best offer and the best product, it basically sells itself, excuse me. And once it starts selling itself and you know how to run ads, you just basically pour jet fuel on this offer with money and scale it up from there. And those 3 things really changed my life.
Yeah, I love all of those. Your second one talking about discipline. I know you did 75 hard. What was that like? Did you complete it on the first try?
Yeah, so 75 hard literally changed my life. Like before 75 hard, I was actually making good money, but it's really that change of being a leader of yourself, self-leadership. So that's what 75 hard really taught me. And shout out to Andy Frisella because that dude literally changed my life. Like I was probably making, I don't know exactly how much like off the top, but we were doing like multiple 6 figures, like maybe $1 million a year, like doing just like average, which is like still pretty good to some regard for most people's standards. But like compared to what we've done now, it's life-changing, right? So 75 hard really just taught me that I was lying to myself, right? So for example, right, I was working out before 75 hard. I was dieting, but I would go off on the weekends and I would go get drunk with my friends and I would go eat a bunch of bad food. And then I would come in on Monday and like a little hungover and a little bit fatter from the weekend. And then I would go to the gym for 4 or 5 times a week and think that would like make up for my bad decisions over the weekend, right? Which is so not true. Every single thing that you put in your mouth affects your entire performance. So how you do one thing is how you do everything. And that's what 75 hard taught me is that you can't be this absolute weapon for 5 days out of the week and then 2 days. You can't do that. So if you basically put all of your efforts and all of your focus into just becoming the person that you want to become 7 days a week, 24/7 for 75 days, and you don't lie to yourself and you stick to your diet, you stick to your exercise, you control what you put in your brain for 75 days, your life will change.
Yeah.
The momentum that creates is wild. Like you would not expect it. But like literally when I was doing 75 hard, I got like literally I met the most people. I like wasn't drinking. I went to parties and I like met way more people. I had even a better time. I met more women. I made more money. I got a six pack. Like it fully changed my life, you know? But what's funny is I was working out before that like 4 or 5 times a week and I didn't have a six pack.
Interesting.
You know, so like
alcohol.
Literally the 20% makes 100% of the difference.
Yeah. That is so cool, man. I know a lot of people that have spoken super highly of it. Some people even do it twice a year.
Yeah. So I did 75 hard, completed that. Then I did phase 1, and then there's like 3 phases of it.
Oh, yeah?
But then I kind of just turned it into a lifestyle almost. Like, so now, like, I do drink on occasions, but very rarely.
Yeah.
And I diet. Well, I never really cheat on my diet. And I work out every single day.
Nice.
You know, and so what that does is that basically creates a routine that creates the man that I'm basically, my standards are that, which affects all the rest of my life in a positive way. So if I don't break character and I just continue to be that guy, then I continue to be that guy.
Yeah.
As soon as I start going back to those old habits, drinking and eating poor food and making poor decisions, guess what? It's going to affect the whole rest of my life.
That's true, man. I saw on your Instagram you were with Dan Bilzerian. How did that happen?
Yeah, so I actually met Dan through Instagram, just through posting content, which is crazy how your life can literally change just from posting videos on the internet.
Yeah.
But what I'll say about Dan is like Dan is basically the guy that has literally achieved everything that basically anyone can achieve almost. You know, to most people's standards, especially most men's standards, that guy has basically won. You know what I mean? And what I learned from Dan Bilzerian is that not only is he actually a really cool guy, a really chill guy to hang out with, and that he's really smart, but he has basically built the setup. So his house, he has a private chef. He has every video game you could want to play. He has a paintball field at his house. He has everything, right? So when I went there, I was like looking around and I was like eating like Michelin star quality food, like the best food in the world, hanging out, having good conversations. Anything that I wanted was there. I was like, dude, I could stay here for a little while. Right? And so I think that's what I learned most from Dan Bilzerian is that he has created a life for himself that attracts people to him. Instead of him having to go out and acquire people and talent, they all come to him.
That's cool.
Whether it's through his fame, his money, his status, it's all the setup. And it all funnels back to him. So if he wants to accomplish anything else in life, guess what? It comes to him.
Yeah.
He doesn't have to go out and get it. And that's what literally with finances, with women, with any experiences that he wants to do, with any business that he wants to do, it all comes to him, man. All he's got to do is post a story or something on Instagram, and it will all come to his house.
True.
He doesn't have to even leave.
He's built that brand, and it's cool to see his transition from that phase of like hooking up with 10 girls a day to like now he's in a relationship, I believe. Yeah,
I'm not entirely sure on that, but another funny story is I was walking around and I was like looking around. I was like, dude, this guy has a lot of guns. This guy has like multiple guns and they're all loaded in every single room. And then you know what else I noticed? I was looking around. I was like, this guy has a lot of bongs.
That's surprising. I didn't know he smoked.
And so I asked him, I was like, Dan, you know, you got everything in the world. I see you got the cars. I see you got the women. I see that you got the business. I see that you got the house and the setup. Tell me this. What do you think the value of your bong collection is? And he's like, yeah, it's probably at least $2 million.
What? In bongs?
Yeah. So like, dude, this guy, like, you realize something, like, you know, like you look at yourself and like, I'm making good money, right?
Yeah.
Then you go to Dan Bilzerian's house and he has $2 million worth of bongs. And it starts making you reconsider what money really is.
Relative, right?
Yeah.
As you meet richer and richer people, it changes.
It really does.
I used to think just having $1 million was a lot.
Right?
Like
and
$1
then
million
once
cash.
you make $1 million, you realize that you're broke as
It doesn't afford a house.
No.
These days.
No.
Yeah. It's
and
not
especially too, depending on which state that you live in and which tax bracket. Well, obviously you're in the highest tax bracket if you make $1 million.
Yeah.
Dude, at the end of the year, you're making $475,000 if you live in California.
Yeah.
Which is not very much.
You got to get out of there, bro.
Yeah.
I just had to buy a G-Wagon a few days ago just so I didn't have to pay like $300K in tax.
Same.
Yeah,
we bought a Rolls, but not a G-Wagon. I
Yeah.
was looking at the G-Wagon, so I really like the G-Wagon.
I like G-Wagons. I think next year I'll probably have to get like a Cullinan or something.
You should get a
At
Cully.
the rate we're going.
The Cully is, we call it the land ship. It's like literally a boat, dude. It's like basically driving like a land ship, a land yacht.
dope.
So,
Lastly, any war stories in business?
oh man, I have a lot of war stories actually. I'm trying to think of a good one that's not gonna get me in trouble here.
No active lawsuits, hopefully.
No. I'll tell you. I don't know. I have some good war stories, but I kind of want to keep a lot of them secret as of now. But I'll tell you one war story from fidget spinners.
Okay.
So in 2017, obviously everybody knows about fidget spinners, right? And so we, being e-commerce guys, saw the trends. And this is why I tell everyone it's great to hit trends, but watch out, and you need to build a real business. And here's why, right? So in 2017, we saw fidget spinners popping off, and we're like, yes, we're dialed, we're ready. So we ordered, I don't even remember how many, but we ordered probably like 25, 30,000 units from China. The brand, we put like the branding on like the actual like part where your fingers go and everything. Launched it on Amazon. Immediately, we're selling like 1,000 units a day. We're making the product for $1 and selling it for $17.
Wow.
We were net profiting after like Amazon fees, etc. We were net profiting around $10 per unit. And when you're 21, 22 years old, that's a lot of money.
Yeah.
You know, so what did we do? We're like, okay, this is going to last forever, and we're going to go all in. So we took all the profits that we had made from selling our first batch of fidget spinners, and we went and bought, like, I don't remember the exact number, but like hundreds of thousands of fidget spinners.
Yeah.
And we shipped them all into Amazon, and we were smashing it, like it. And then Amazon decides to flag all fidget spinners for lead because there was kids, like obviously young kids that were like eating the fidget spinners, and like some of the fidget spinners probably did have lead in them. Ours did not.
Right.
So Amazon doesn't care, right? So they'll literally, like, it doesn't even matter. If you're doing $5 million a day, your product, they'll flag it.
Damn.
They don't give a Like, they will literally flag your product and say, you got to provide these documents, or you got to basically appeal this product out, and then you can start selling again. And if you're not skilled enough to do that,
And that probably takes time.
you got to burn the inventory.
Yeah.
And it takes a lot of time. And so basically we had hundreds of thousands of units that were locked up in Amazon, and we needed to basically go send our products out to a third-party lab for testing, which we didn't even know anything about at the time because we were noobs. And so it took us about 2 months to basically figure that whole situation out. And by then, it was after Christmas, and basically the whole fidget spinner wave went, the volume, like the trend, like all the traffic went to almost zero. And so then we were sitting on all the money that we had invested into this thing was all sitting in inventory in Amazon. And we ended up having to burn all of the inventory.
Damn.
So we incinerated all of it, which was hundreds of thousands of dollars. And the worst part was that we actually borrowed, like this is the first time we've ever borrowed money. We borrowed money from friends and family. And we had to, and so now we were in debt up to our eyeballs, like $100,000. And at the time, I was living with my business partner, Brandon, and I remember this dude like literally was having night terrors because of how much money that we owed. So the next few weeks after that, we actually went to a Tony Robbins business seminar, Business Mastery. And that's when we started our consulting business, because we were like, we need to pay back all of our investors and we need to survive. So that's kind of a war. That
story, is war with family, man. Yeah, you never want to owe family money.
We paid back every single dollar, like pretty fast as well.
Nice.
And then some. So
that's cool, dude. Anything you want to promote or close off with, man?
No, man. I said a little bit about our company, but if you guys are interested in affiliate marketing, it's the best way to make money on the internet right now with zero capital. So if you're interested, just message me on Instagram at Weston Corica, and I appreciate you having me on, brother. It's been a pleasure.
Yeah, man. Thanks for
appreciate it, man.
Yeah. See you guys tomorrow. Peace.
Peace.